You're listening to the Baywater Boat Club Hour, brought to you by Baywater Boat Club, online at bwboatclub.com, 239-495-0455. And now, your host, Adam Botana.
Good morning. Welcome to the Baywater Boat Club Hour. My name is Adam Botana, and we haven't frozen yet, Jake, so maybe this is working, along with my great co-host,
Jake the Millennial. Good morning.
Good morning, sir. How you doing?
Wonderful. How are you, sir?
I'm just clicking away, buddy. Just clicking away here at the marina. It's a rainy Friday. Get ready for this weekend. Looking a little damp, so it's not looking the best. But hopefully it blows out of here. I don't know. We got some kind of stagnant front laying over us, which is kind of crazy. That never happens this time of year. But it's actually kind of cool. So it's nice. A little overcast. I think it's probably 89 instead of 94. So it's not too horrible. I'm here at the marina, hanging out on the dock, sorta. But we're just having good times, buddy. What about you? What's happening?
Oh, just working. I got to fill in for Ian this week, so I got to do a show with Trey. That was fun.
There you go. Been a while for you, I bet.
It was a little weird. The muscle memory kicked in quite a bit more than I anticipated.
Buttons pushing and like that.
Everybody forgot about me.
Was Ian on vacation or what?
No, I got him sick last week.
Oh,
So
I thought I seen him at a restaurant, but I was like, nah, he would know. Because they're like, hey, buddy. He's like, hey, it wasn't him, but it looked like him. He's a doppelganger.
Wouldn't surprise me. He looks like an old 1970s cop with like the mustache, and he's got his radio on him. And
that one guy with the trucker hats, and he's always, it's like I can't remember. He's on Instagram. He's some kind of guy. Looks like, typical 70s guy. Trucker hat, got a belly on him, like the 1980s polos. It's just kind of funny, but I'll think of his name eventually. But so yeah, folks, we're in the deads of summer, September. I see there's a little storm out there. Hopefully it stays away. We need it to. Don't need nothing like that. We've been doing some maintenance over here at the marina, working on boats, cleaning them up, get them ready for season. We're gonna bunch up with the dog track, so we're covered in oyster and barnacles. That's not fun, but our guys are doing a good job out there getting everything cleaned up, ready for season, get our boats all top notch for our members when they come back down. If you want to join the boat club now, folks, I think it's a weird economy right now. We've talked about this before, Jake. I think things are kind of in between something right now. You talk to some people like, oh, we're fine, no issues at all. And they talk to other people like, hey, things are tight. And I think that's a disconnect. If you have a bunch of money in the stock market, like a lot of people around here do, that's great and it's good and everything's up and Trump's doing a great job. But I think people are just tight in general, are just holding on to stuff and kind of concerned. You don't want to go out and buy a boat, come down and see us, save you a lot of money. Normal membership to get in our boat club right now is $8,000 to get in. That's a one-time fee. And then $425 a month in dues gives you unlimited access to all our club boats. We've got over 60 boats in our fleet right now, everything from hurricane deck boats to center consoles to twin engines to cabin cruisers, pretty much any kind of boat you want. Catamarans, double deckers with water slides, bar boats. We got pretty much any kind of boat you want. Chaparrals, Cobias, Pathfinders, Hurricanes, Benningtons, Barletta pontoons, pretty much any kind of boat you want we have here at Baywater. Come on down. We'll get you out on the water. Make it easy, a lot cheaper than going out and buying a boat. Want to go buy a boat right now to buy a decent one? Costs anywhere from $70,000 to $150,000 to get a decent boat. This $7,999 to get in, and then you just pay your dues. Gives you unlimited access to all our club boats. Show up, take the boats out, come back, walk away. You don't have to store it. You have to clean it. You don't have to maintain it. You don't have to put ice in the coolers. We got everything for you. We can get free ice, so that's pretty cool. We have free ice. Free ice is a big thing here. It's big necessity at Baywater. We got kayaks and paddle boards too. You want to take them out and you don't want to deal with that, we got them right here. You can leave right from our marina. It's a family membership also. So, kids are down, you're not here, you can use the boats. Kids can use the boats. They can take anything up to 200 horsepower. So that's about 45 of this over 60 boats we have here at the marina. So it's a great opportunity. Give us a call, 239-495-0455. That's 239-495-0455. Or look us up online, bwboatclub.com. bwboatclub.com. All right, we got the bills paid for the next 20, 30 minutes. Good job. thank you, Jake, for putting in your 2 cents. I appreciate it.
Of course.
And then we can see what's going on locally. I mean, September here, we got a lot of stuff going on. I mean, what's going on out there? Fort Myers Beach, I see they're trying to get that school reopened. Some FEMA money coming down. School board's giving them some hassle to reopen that school. I know there's not many kids that live on the beach, but that is a part of their area and their society, and it's nice to have that school back open. We'll see if the school board can figure that out. Met Big Mama's guy. What was his name? Your replacement?
Rob the producer.
Rob the producer. I like it. I gotta go on that show. Get over and see him. See what's going on with that. Go give Big Mama Jones a holler. I don't think I ever met him, but it'll probably cost about. I was on another podcast this past week, Politicking with Larry Love, Larry Wilcoxon. I don't know. Do you know Larry Wilcoxon?
I do know.
He's a guy that's been around with Byron. Looks like Byron. Big guy.
I know him. You're talking about his, what's his name again?
Larry Wilcoxon. So he's a big guy from Immokalee, played football at FSU. Kind of, been around Byron for a long time. Good buddy of his.
Audemars Piguet?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I know he is.
Big guy. He invited me to go on his show. I was like, sure, love to. So we went on there. It was Politicking in the 239 or something like that. So called me Dr. Love, which was kind of funny. He goes, man, he's like, man, you're just real. I go, well, I got a good buddy, Jake the Millennial, says I just try to keep it authentic, man. Keep it authentic. Keep it real. A bit real. Nobody likes fake people. So
and they can see right through it, whether they know it or not.
Mm-hmm.
They
can. I know. But yeah, we had a good show. We talked on there, what's going on, what's happening, Bonita, favorite restaurants, stuff like that. What are you thinking? How's the marina? Good stuff. So it was a lot of fun. And we're talking about good restaurants in Bonita. I like Sea Level in Bonita. If the girlfriend comes down, Jake, we got to do a little double date. I'll bring my girlfriend over. You bring her over. We meet in Bonita. Sea Level, good little joint. A little pricey, but it's fun. Good food. Great French onion soup.
Oh,
love me some French onion soup. And trying to eat at home.
I need to cook for you sometime soon, actually.
All right, man.
I brought in some cornbread and some cabbage soup the other day, and all kinds of people were loving it. So
nice. I did collards for the first time.
For the first time?
Yeah. I was over at a friend's house. Neighbor invited me over to dinner. And she's like, we did kale. I'm like, huh? Kale? Like kale? Like Pizza Hut was the number one buyer of kale, like in the 80s and 90s for their Pizza Hut bar. Remember when Pizza Hut had like a pizza bar?
Wow.
So that's when kale. Yeah, I don't know how I know that. Some useless knowledge, but that's before we started eating. Yeah, so the red cups, but that was the decoration they put on their pizza bar was kale. So somebody decided to eat it. But I tell you what, man, you cook it in some good chicken broth and throw some bacon in there. Tasted pretty good. So I was like, you know what? I haven't made collard greens. So I went online, went and bought a couple bags of it. Try to get some jowls, the pork jowls or whatever. They didn't have, so they used salt pork. I was impressed. It was pretty good though. I wasn't. They put a little vinegar in there, a little sugar. It's good stuff though. It was good cold too. I like it cold. Next day, all that stuff sits in there.
I just can't. I'm having a hard time believing that this is the first time you ever had collard greens. But
no, I've had collard greens before. I just never cooked them.
Oh,
so
yeah, I'm canned guy. To be honest with you, that's one thing I've never cooked. I'm not gonna lie. So
it wasn't bad. No, man, it was good. Set in a pot about an hour. And, I put some salt pork in there. Probably should have browned it off a little bit better. I read the recipe and just let the recipe tell me. And I was like, that didn't seem right. Should have just done what I thought was right. Usually go with that gut. Yeah, but it was good. It was good. Put some salt pork in there and, not stuff. But yeah, I got another bag of ptarmigan.
I made some potato soup the other day.
Uh-huh.
And I did
Are we talking loaded baked potato soup or just potato?
It was loaded, but I didn't do bacon. I didn't do any cheese or anything like that. It's technically the recipe was a load. You're supposed to like mash it together and make like an actual soup out of it, but I wanted them to actually be a little thicker than that. But my secret, and it worked really well, I did about 3 cups of bone broth, which in itself is like collagen. It's already thick. And then I did a little roux, which I've been getting good at. Put like 2 cups of heavy whipping cream, made myself a little gravy, poured it in there. And then when it was close to being done, I took 1 more cup of chicken broth, put it into a stirring thing or whatever, a mixing plate thingy. And then I put in 1 packet of peppered gravy, the Pioneer peppered gravy with that 1 cup of chicken broth to thicken the soup up just a little bit more.
Yeah.
Man,
Good
oh
stuff.
man. A little too thick, but it was good, yeah.
You put it in the fridge, it's just like gelatin.
No, it literally is. Like it jiggles when you pull it out.
Nice.
And I cooked it in a crock pot too. Slow cooked it for like 7 hours. It was ridiculous. Took forever.
Nice.
It's real good.
I'm trying to eat at home, like cook a bunch of chicken, change it up, because it's easy to go out, and grab a sub from Publix or go over to Jersey Mike's, but I don't know. I'm just trying to change it up a little bit. Get away from the processed food. I found this cool little place, Taste of Poland, it's called, and it's like a little bakery. It's way down here in North Naples. Went in there, and there was a owner's daughter is Veronica, nice gal. But I went in there, but they had like all the meats and knockwurst and Polish sausage and stuff. I'm gonna give me some of that and throw it on the grill, try it out. But they got like the cold cuts and fresh bread, sourdough. It's pretty good. And we start talking. It was funny. It's like, oh yeah, family business. My father, he's embarrassing. I go, it's family business. She's younger, she's cute. And I was like, yeah, I'm on a family business too. And she's like, you are? And I go, yeah, I look older than I am. A lot of miles here. But she's like, I said, hey, if you're screaming, you just tell people we're just having a conversation.
What do you mean? You're still 35.
Yeah. 41, bro. 41.
I know how old you are.
But it's just kind of funny. It's like, we're just having a conversation. I mean, my dad and I got in a fight over bird one time. Over bird. That tells you. I mean, things
I don't know
come
what you got to
to
argue about that but
oh yeah, so he was talking about, I don't know, we're the fuel tank, and where the fuel tank is under some trees, like a fig tree we have here, and the berries fall off and hit it, and he's like, no, that's the berries. I'm like, no, birds. And it just turned into a huge fight over birds, which is kind of funny now. You think about it, kind of laugh about it, but we were fighting over birds. No, go figure. It happens, Jake. It happens.
You got my work cut out for me today.
Oh yeah? Which is checking out Taste of Poland now, or what?
You can't say crap on the radio.
Oh, whoops.
Bird poop. He was talking about bird poop. If you heard all those beeps.
Sorry, sir. Sorry, folks. Sorry if I offended anybody. I am like a sailor. I work on boats. What can I say?
You are a sailor, minus the sail.
We make the wind. We don't rely on it. We make it. So, but we're all 4-stroke. Very fuel efficient. Very good for the environment. So, but it was fun. Yeah, it's family business is always fun. It's great. Everything's awesome about it. But sometimes you're like, woo, can get a little hostile. But hey, we're all doing good. Mom's knee's doing good. She got a procedure. I told you about I tell you about that lady who came over when she was in the surgery. I don't think we talked about it last time.
I don't remember.
So she was
involved.
Yeah. So Mom was up north in the Winnebago with Dad, and they're riding around. Her knee started hurting, and then she's like, oh, I don't know. I was like, well, go to the doctor. Doctor, to go to the emergency room. I was like, ain't nothing we can do for you. Give her some, steroids. And I said, you need a cortisone shot. Well, anyways, they came home. Long story short, came home, went to the doctor. They tried to do injections. They're like, no, did MRI? Like, oh yeah, there's something there. So anyways, she had to get her knee scoped out. So they scope it now, which, it's just 3 little incisions. It's an outpatient procedure. And she was going to get ready. And she was at the facility, I guess a hospital. I don't know if it's a hospital, the outpatient thing. And this lady kept looking at her. And my mom's like, Mom's an old carny, right? So she's been around. She knows what's up. She's ready to fight. Not really. But anyways, very sweet lady. Very smart. Anyways, they kept looking at her. And the lady comes over. She goes, are you Sherry Botana? Mom's like, yeah, I am. She goes, I understand you make a really good key lime pie. She goes, I think I do. She goes, well, I just want to let you know I listen to Jake and Adam every Saturday morning and hear, about your key lime pie. I'm going to have to get that recipe from you. So it was pretty funny. So she was laughing about that. But nice lady, we were talking. So we got people that listen, Jake. Surprising, but they're on
They
there.
do listen. And trust me, because I know whenever we run a rerun, they're like, no, don't do it again. Like, all right, I'll reel them in this week.
We got to do it. We got a lot of stuff going on. I almost said it again. Almost said it.
It's all right.
A lot of poop going on, man. So
yeah, it's a weird time. It's kind of going back to what you were saying earlier. There's a lot of uncertainty in the air.
Yeah, Trump's doing an amazing job. He's doing great. Blowing up the Venezuelan, narco terrorists. 100% about it. And now they're starting to say, well, those are just. I'm like, no, take them out, man. They need to do something. Start taking out these damn Venezuelan, Colombian bullcrap drug. Not all Venezuelans. Obviously, there's some good Venezuelans, Colombians, everything like that. But these drug runners, man, it's always going to be a fight. It's always been a problem. But let's do something.
We've tried everything else, man. We've tried absolutely everything else. It's not like we haven't had an entire, 20, 30 years of multiple different administrations declaring war on drugs. Nothing was done. I feel like the CIA and a couple of other alphabet agencies made more money off of the war on drugs than we have, gotten rid of them, I guess you could say. And fentanyl is an issue, man. It is a huge issue. And people don't realize that the ingredients get shipped from China to places like Venezuela, Mexico, Canada, are made close and then brought over. And it's chemical warfare, man. It's not a drug. It's chemical warfare.
It's bad stuff. It's bad stuff. And it's just
we've all at least know someone or were personally affected by fentanyl.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
So,
absolutely. I agree 100%. It's just, it's crazy. I mean, again, we start talking about, the immigration, look at Alligator Alcatraz. Told you that puppy would open back up, and sure as heck, it would never closed. But yeah, you had a liberal judge, and it's the same thing I said, there's some light pollution, probably, a little bit of noise pollution. Yeah. But I mean, that's on Miami-Dade County property. That doesn't belong to the Everglades. It's in the middle of it, but it is the Miami-Dade. Planes were landing and taking off from there before Alligator Alcatraz was open. So, nobody complained about it then. But of course, they didn't pull the proper environmental impact study. They got to get out of here with that. I'm tired of these judges that are not elected or appointed by Republicans and Democrats interjecting themselves in the everyday. I don't agree with that. I'm sure there's a time and place for it, but I'm just, when it gets to these political things, I'm just not about it.
That's one of the things that I feel like we've all learned over the last 9-10 years is the fact that the DOJ has been weaponized against every politician on either side, and that it shouldn't be like that. That is not what their job is to do in the first place. And
Absolutely.
It's not justice, people. It is politicized targeting. That's what the judges are being used for. We've seen it with all the 36 felonies, which were all crap, 35 or whatever you want to say, however many it was. It's all bull crap. It's crap.
100%, man. 100%. It's just never ending. But yeah, I mean, I was out there at Alligator Alcatraz, like I said. Is it sad? Yeah. Does it suck? Of course. I mean, hey, there's people who have been here a long time, and and they were just swept under the rug, or they just passed through. Oh, they don't need to do that. Just stay here. You're fine. I mean, and then times get tough. I mean, I was over at Home Depot in Bonita, and I seen them there, and it was ice. And again, I don't agree with them wearing the mask. I don't like that. I mean, if you're a cop, you need to expose your face. I mean, you're not like undercover narco people. But that's just my opinion on that. But, they need to be sent home, and they need to come over the legal way. And the federal system needs to work better and get them over here to work. I mean, I think H-2Bs, not H-2As, H-2Bs, that's like working class. That's, for farms, those are, agricultural and all that. But they come over here, they work for 7 months, they go home, they pay taxes, they do it the right way. And if they're good, they come back again. So, I mean, we need to definitely work on that. And that's a federal issue. And I think our president's doing the right job and getting it done. And we'll go from there. We'll see what happens here in Florida. Got a feeling that we're going to go into some redistricting. I got a feeling we're going to probably pick up a couple more seats in the state of Florida, and the long-term goal, I mean, that's going to be important, 2030 with the Electoral College. I mean, it's going to make a big difference. I mean, I'm not just talking in 28, I'm talking long term. It's going to be a big deal. So be good for conservatives and people who want to, be like Florida, because we're the greatest state in the country. And we live in the greatest part of the greatest state. So, I mean, we're top notch, Jake. We're top notch.
Yeah, we're definitely blessed to actually even just be located where we are currently. Like it's still disheartening for me to hear, a lot of the COVID stories from back when you had Gavin Newsom out doing whatever he wanted, but he's, smacking down the gavel, telling people they can't leave their houses. And it's just,
it's like Gretchen Whitmire. Same thing in Detroit, from Michigan, where, the guy, her husband wants to take out the boat, and they're like, yeah, the state shut down. And he's like, who my wife is? Do as I say, not as I do. Not the
it's
way
terrible.
To be.
But I'm kind of glad that it happened because, a lot of young men particularly have come to the realization that you are not hated. You're not, like the amount of hate that young males got during like 2020 through 2022, it really opened their eyes for that election to understand that you are not the enemy here, and that a lot of this political hoopla is just being used as it's just being used as a weapon, And a lot of people that I've told you the stories about people who were hated me back in 2016 just because of the fact that I said Trump's going to win. And now they're all on the same page. And they're all like, well, I wish he would have won in 2020. And I'm like, well, he probably did.
So. Yeah. It's a whole different, people ask me, well, they stole the election. I go, well, I think there was different ways they did it. Do they break back in a Brinks truck full of ballots? I'm sure there was some of that happened out there, but I don't think that was more. I think, when you had mail-in ballots. And again, folks, we're kind of talking to both sides of our mouth, because right here in Lee County, we are in one of the biggest mail-in ballots in I would say the state of Florida. I mean, our election's done, 2 weeks before election day because of all the mail-in ballots. I mean, as soon as, election night, as soon as that mail drops and it hits, it's there. I mean, pretty much, the winner's chosen, because we have a lot of seniors here, and they're just like, you know what, mail it in. Now, I think it changed a little bit with, people, saying that their vote was not secured or whatever, So, I mean, there was some stuff that changed, but in Lee County, we have a lot of mail-in voters. I mean, that's just the way it is down here. It's what they do. So, keep doing what you're doing. I mean, we keep constantly work in Florida to better our election. I mean, it never makes it happy for them, but I got people still calling me talking about it. I'm like, we got to look forward. I mean, we've done a lot in the state of Florida, what we've done. I mean, we were the laughing stock back when Bush and Gore was in the house. Remember hanging chads? Jake, you were young then.
What year was that?
I'm gonna say, I don't know, was it 2000? I think it was 2000, wasn't it? Might have been
Either 2000 or 2004. It had to be one of the two. But I would have been in like. I was born in 94. I was 6 years old in 2000. So whatever that
I think
is,
I think it was 2000 with Bush Gore election. And if Gore would have just won his own state of Tennessee, he would have been fine. But he couldn't even win his own states. That tells you enough right there.
Oh, that's the guy who created the internet. I remember him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Al Gore. Craziness. But hey, we're doing good where we're at here. I mean, we've got some great people who live down here. Like Sean Hannity lives just outside of my district in North Naples. Newt Gingrich lives in Bonita. We got Tucker Carlson who lives in my district in Boca Grande. We've got a lot of people down here that are in our area. So,
yeah, shout out Tucker. Try to let us be on your show, Tucker. We're cool.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Hey, Newt. We get Newt. I seen him over at well, he lives out in East Bonita. Real nice community. But it's pretty cool to see him out there. I was like, hey, you want to come on podcast? No, I didn't say that, but it was neat to see him and the ambassador to the Vatican too, his wife. So, but I mean, I just need some of those people to be in the boat club. That definitely push it over for me. I mean, we've got some pretty influential coaches that are in our boat club. They're down here 4 or 5 months out of the year. They come down on during the week when they're not coaching, and then we've got some collegiate coaches here that join the club, and it's just the easier way for them to go out and have fun on the water. A lot of them have boats up in Michigan and Indiana, Ohio, out in California and stuff like that, but they don't want to deal with having a boat here, so they join the club, and that's what makes it easy. We've got a great selection of boats, so you go out there and have a good time. Everybody gets treated the same way. You roll up, you come in. We have complimentary valet parking here at Baywater. And we have that, in season, Monday through Sunday. And then out of season, we have it for holiday weekends and stuff. But we're constantly doing upgrades here to the marina and upgrades for our boats for you guys to go out there and just have some fun and enjoy yourself. We've got a real nice Ocean Runner. We're upgrading the motors on that one here. Great boats, 29-foot Ocean Runner, really nice boat for offshore. We've got captains available if you want to go deep sea fishing, catch a big grouper. Or, there's cobia out there. There's all kinds of fish out there. You want to go out 20, 30 miles. I mean, that's a long ways. I mean, your cell phone works to about 8 miles. Beyond that, you run on VHF and a Coast Guard. So, two engines equal one equals none. So you want to have redundancy when you go out there. We got a couple great offshore boats. The Ocean Runner, like I said, that's 29-foot. Got twins on it. We've got the Cat. That's a 23-foot Cat with twin 115s. Really nice boat too. Smooth riding. You want to go offshore, cruise out there, or you want to just take that down to Marco and go to Chokoloskee, go to Stan's. You can do that. It's a great boat. Or you want to go up to Boca Grande, spend the night over at Gasparilla Inn. Great location. Or go to Cabbage Key, spend the night up there. With our club, you can keep the boats out overnight, multiple days. If you want to pack it up and hang out there, you can't sleep on the boat, but you can take it to a marina or a resort that has dock spaces. I mean, there's some great places up around there. Pine Island, there's some great places to go. Like I said, Cabbage Key, Boca Grande, North Captiva, Jensen's in Captiva, Sanibel. There's places you can go. So there's a lot of stuff you can do out there and just have fun and make a weekend of it and enjoy it. We've got members who'll keep the boats 5-6 days. They rent a house on North Captiva Island. You're going to get there by boat or plane. They go up there and spend 3 or 4 days and just roll their reservations over. At Baywater, you're able to do that. I mean, and that's what makes our club the best in the area. We're family owned and operated. We own everything, our land, our docks, our marina. You'll see my dad around every once in a while, but otherwise he's out in the Winnebago with mom having some fun. So he's retired, but he kicks around. He'll come around here. So you see a little Cuban running around, scav his way, will cuss at you. But he's out and about. It's funny. Mom asked, "You want to go on a boat?" He goes, "No, I'm tired of boats." So he likes his land yacht. So that's okay. He likes the Winnebago. So goes out there and has some fun with that. But there's a lot of stuff to do, and see. And, if you want to take the boat out for an hour, you can do that. Even if you own your own boat behind your house, you're not going to take a boat out for an hour. Here, boats are ready to go. Show up, walk away, come back, see it. You don't have to worry about cleaning, storage, maintenance, upkeep. You call us up, make your reservations, take the boats out, come back, walk away. We take care of the rest. That's what's nice about Baywater Boat Club. You just show up, take the boats out, come back, see Larry. We'll get you taken care of. Any kind of problems, you call us. And if there's just a little thing, it's just a peace of mind. We're tracking you. We can see where you're at. So if there's any kind of problems, I had a member call me last week, hey, anchor's stuck. What do I do? Easy enough is just to cut the line, we'll get it fixed. But if you can, you can walk that line to the back of the boat, tied to the back of the cleat, and pull the boat, just push it forward. Because that boat has a lot more thrust going forward than it does reverse to where the prop is pitched. So you can pull it and then pull the anchor out, bent it, but that's stuff that happens sometimes. So, that's easy. We get that anchor swapped out and away you go. So it's nice and easy, not a problem. That's the nice thing about clubs. You don't have to worry about the hassle, the upkeep, or the headache. So give us a call, 239-495-0455. That's 239-495-0455. Or look us up online, bwboatclub.com. That is bwboatclub.com. Stop by and see us. We're 2 miles west of 41, right on Bonita Beach Road, exit 116 off of 75, right before Coconut Jacks. We're kind of like trolls running at the bridge. Come down here, get you taken care of, show you around, show you the facility. Definitely a great way to go out there and just have some fun. Give us a call, 239-495-4455. Jake, what do you got coming up this week, buddy?
Oh, well, nothing I can really divulge to the public, but I got a lot of stuff I'm working on privately. A couple of different projects and stuff, trying to generate extra revenue to pay off the banks.
Hey, you gotta pay it, man. Death and taxes and bankers.
Yeah, thankfully I don't have the IRS knocking yet, so I think I'm good there.
Keep paying your bills, right? Keep paying your bills.
No, I've just mainly been working on cars, man. My blue car blew up. I've got a little Honda Pilot now that I'm playing with. Got the AC fixed in it. Spilt coffee all in it the other day, so I got to detail it pretty good this weekend. It's got a little bit of a musky smell in it now. So, just normal Jake stuff. If you think about Jake, just think about there's something wrong with his car, and he's outside tinkering with it, probably banging up his knuckles and his hands.
Yeah, them long arms, bro. You can reach in there. Fix that solenoid.
The first AC compressor I popped in that Honda Pilot was the wrong one. It was about 1 centimeter too big. It was actually for a Honda Passport or their van. I can't remember what it's called. And I was surprised the dang thing even fit in there. I got it on there, went to go put the serpentine belt back on or whatever it's called. Like, no, sir, that thing is not going to turn. Took it off, ordered the correct part, and then did it by myself. Actually, it only took me about 25 minutes. I was pretty proud.
That is pretty good, man.
I pulled that compressor off, pulled off the clutch on it, put the new clutch on it, put that sucker back in there, put that belt back on, filled her up, blowing ice cold.
Nice.
And I probably saved $1,000, probably.
Yeah. That's the truth, man. That's the truth. It's it was like we talked about earlier. Remember that one time the guy tried to give me the runaround, and it's so bad, man. It's so bad. Like on my Jeep, he took me to the cleaners, needed a steering dampener. So bad. And then I took my truck. I had a old 7.3-liter diesel. The old dually. He's like, yeah, metal shavings in was a condenser or something. $6,000 to get it fixed. I'm like, huh? I'm like, oh, yeah, let me think about it. Well, if you do it right now, I'll knock $1,000 off. I'm like, woo.
No,
Okay. Took it
We'll
over to
pass on
GC Towing. It was $100 and for free on, and it was fixed. I'm like, you mother duckers. So just
It's crazy to think about, man, because it's like it's one of the things that you really got to try to find is a really good mechanic, somebody who's not going to be dishonest with you. Because I bought a vehicle off of Mr. Moody, and it had a check engine light on it forever, and it was showing that the what's it called? The thing in California that you have to do every year.
Cadillac converter.
So basically, that's what was wrong with it. But it was throwing an O2 sensor, basically emissions failure. It failed emissions, and then check engine light went off. Popped the hood. It did a regular oil change. Pulled off the air filter. and it wasn't clipped in all the way. So I put the air filter back in, clipped it back in properly to where it would actually work and it would get the right readings. Check engine light went off. Been off ever since. Same thing with the Honda Passport. Get the Passport from him. Because I bought the car off of Moody again. I bought another car off of him because I'm buying all his junk. And same thing. I crap you not. I popped the hood. That air filter was not clipped in all the way. Check engine light didn't turn off. It's still throwing emissions, but I'll pop a No2 sensor in there. It should be fine. But it's just, there's so many things that people can do to make you come back.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really disheartening to see that those practices still exist.
All the time. Hey, there's no such thing as a quick, easy money, but when you do that, like I went over, we got a Hummer here that we've had for a long time. It's an H2. It's like an orange colored one. We've had it. I think it's got probably 300,000 miles. I mean, we're doing a lot of work to it, and it's one of my dad's babies. I mean, we got to make sure the guys clean it every week because Dad gets upset. He checks that. That's his that's his temperature check of the business. How clean is the Hummer? Make sure the plants are trimmed, but hey, that's what he wants to do. No disrespect that. Just point out typical Omar things. And like I went over there and we have a hitch in the front, which makes it amazing for moving boats around the marina and just makes it a lot easier to maneuver trailers and drive around the marina because it gets tight here. And a lot of weight on the front of it. It bends the front hitch. So I take it on my welder. It's like, I think Gilgers gets the forklift and just raises the front of the Hummer, just picks up and bends it back. And I'm like, he goes, fix. I was like, damn. He goes, yep. If I'd have been young and dumb like I used to be able to charge you $400 because I had to pull everything apart, but he just raised it with that and that was it. I was like, good job. So, but yeah, Al does a great job here in Bonita. So Big Al's welding, and he does the Swamp Buggy races a lot with Dolly's over there. I don't know if you've been to Dolly's restaurant, but they're really good. It's like your little mom and pop shop. Almost seems like a up north breakfast joint. They're, I think, Scandinavian or something, and really good place in Bonita. Great pies, Dolly's pies, breakfast, really good stuff. Their cinnamon rolls are okay, not as good as ours. They didn't go viral like we did, but they're pretty good. So so we're up to 8.2
100 million views.
We're at almost 120 million views now. Jake, the thing keeps growing. We're almost to 40 years of viewing time. So pretty wild.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Catching up to your own age.
Tell you, maybe. Thing keeps rolling. It's outrageous. So it keeps going there. So crazy stuff. But so I'm here this whole month. So we're just getting stuff ready, getting ready for season. We'll probably have an open house sometime end of October, maybe 1st November. Members start coming back down. We're gonna have a couple things out here, but it's great, man. It's great. I mean, those storms are watching those damn storms really close. We got something out there bumping. I don't really see it. I mean, I like Matt Devitt. I like Mike Sweater Page too, and Jim Farrell. When Jim starts speaking too a little bit, it gets my attention. But he doesn't come on unless there's something. He doesn't say nothing on Facebook unless there's something really to talk about. But we're still a long ways away, so who knows where that thing's going to go. But it just needs to bend to the right, head north. We don't need any storms down here for a little while, because I think everybody's feeling it, Jake. I mean, people are a little gun shy from our area for a little while, so we need a couple of years of no storms, and we'll be all right. Everything will be good. Bring back La Nina, El Nino, Abuela, whatever the hell it is. It just needs to be something else where it doesn't come right up our sphincter, right? But because I'm not liking it. No more hurricanes.
Yeah, Fort Myers Beach. I think they just finished the renourishment project, and looking at the before and after pictures is beautiful. 1 and 2, I would be devastated if it happened again. Because the amount of work that has went down on Fort Myers Beach is kind of crazy, man. They've got hit hard past couple years.
They got wiped clean out, right? I think they're gonna probably come back before Sanibel does. I mean, Sanibel's coming a long ways, but they still have trees. They still have houses where Fort Myers Beach was a clean slate. Blew a lot of stuff away. A lot of stuff floated away. I'm going to their ribbon cutting for their new city hall that we helped get from the state. So there was an existing building that made it through the storms and did pretty well. And that's a good thing. So that's going to be pretty great. It's nice to see. And I like they got a parking lot for people that can go to city council meetings, and that's the one thing unfortunate about Bonita Springs. It's my hometown. Love it. But their city hall doesn't really have parking. So it's tough, to get anybody in there. Like I was at a meeting one time and some lady came in from the post office, started screaming, you need to get these cars out of here. I'm like, whoa, federal level stuff, but, it's good to see. And it's a great city hall. So that's kind of south end of the island. So that's a good thing too. Brings a little bit more attention down the south end there. But their bridge is coming along and they got a great city council out there on the island. Same with Bonita. We've got great city councils in Estero. We're really lucky right now. All the cities inside my district are doing pretty good. We've got some other stuff going on. I take part of Collier County, and I just filed a bill for the airport authority down there in Naples Airport, because there's always talk about moving it, and I think the city of Naples is really putting a kind of a death grip on the airport. They're fighting and they're not allowing grants to come through. I think the Naples Airport lost $7 million in federal grants because the city didn't do the right job. And so we're gonna see about a local bill, give the people the opportunity to make decisions on it. So that's something that's coming down the pipe. So I know my people in Naples or city council's already calling my office yelling like that doesn't work out very well. I get along a lot easier when we just have a conversation, but people in authority, they don't like it when you kind of gotta poke at them a little bit. They get a little hot, but hey, that's what I'm here for. Just represent the people, see what's going on, get that taken care of. But I like Naples Airport. I don't think they need to move it. And if they're going to move it, it's going to cost $1 billion. I mean, that airport's been there for how many years? There's nothing out there. Now you build houses around it. People are like, oh, well, we don't want this airport here. Sorry, that doesn't work. You bought a house there with an airport right there.
Simple research, people.
Yeah, it's like when they move in next to a landfill. Oh, it stinks. Oh, well, did you not smell that when you were there? I'm sorry, you're not gonna move in at your house is worth $100,000 because you live next to the landfill and you close it down. Now you're gonna jump up to $300,000, and that's pretty cheap. Anything, these numbers are just so it's easy. I'm sorry, that's not gonna work out that way. So, but yeah, so there's a couple things going on with that. So we're looking forward to this year. It's gonna be exciting to see what happens. You got Ron DeSantis his last year. We got Byron Donalds who's doing a great job. And it's funny, I got some trolls out there, Jake, that are all against Byron. I don't get it. It's an interesting thing on Twitter.
Because Byron's racist. You didn't know? He's a racist Democrat, according to everybody currently.
Yeah, I don't understand the bots that are paid and bought for. I mean, there's one lady, and she goes by Pab Girl as her name. And and just constantly send me messages, you were horrible, you were disrespectful, and I legit, like, hey, what can I do? What can I help you? How can I help you? You don't know. I was like, give me your number, I'll call you. I called her, and she's like, you're disgusting, you don't want to change. I'm like, okay, ma'am, I'm trying to help you. Obviously, I want help. And then there's this another guy down. His name was John Doe. 1972 was his handle, right? And he starts saying, well, you don't respect DeSantis. You were rhino. You were disgusting. I was like, all right, Mr. Doe, keep it up. And I respond to him like, hey, you want a primary? Come on. I'll send you the information right now. I'll give you the paperwork. You think you can do better? Here you go. Go have at it. Make my day. And then I kept calling Mr. Doe, and he changed his name to Naples Keith. Naples Keith, that's his name now on Twitter.
Now you're Keith. All right,
Mr. Keith, Doe. Naples Kid. Mr. Dove. He's like, well, I'll see you at the grocery store at Alfie Oaks. I'm like, all right, Look forward to seeing you, sir. You know,
That is the weirdest. Weird. That's weird.
yeah. And
I'll
there's
see you at
people.
seat table.
Yeah. all
Okay,
right,
buddy.
we'll do it.
I love
Yeah,
seat at
and
table. I'll see you there, I guess.
you know, and there's stuff that happens when you're in politics that, you know, you can't make everybody happy. There's one little group in Bonita, my hometown, San Carlos Water States, and, you know, their board is just not good. And, yeah, we sent out letters saying, hey, this is your opportunity to make your decision on what you want to do with this board. Do you want to keep them around? Do you want to get rid of them? You know, you want the city just to take over. You're already inside the city limits. And then people are like, oh, you're just making money off it. You're here to make money. You know, who's paying you? I'm like, ain't nobody paying me. Well, you want to open a road? I was like, no, that's not what we're about. You know, and they voted it down, which is fine. You know, you guys made the decision. The next meeting, that board raises their taxes 10%, you know, or 8% increase. So I was like, all right, folks, you got what you asked for. This is what you wanted. So, I mean, we can only give them the opportunity if they want to take it. But I mean, you get people to get involved and get online because they don't want to even just put in some research. They just want to have everything told to them right to their face. That's crazy. People just want to be told what it is. And it's just, I'm sure there's some kind of form for that, but just the narrative that gets out there, it's just nuts. It's nuts sometimes, but hey, it's part of the gig. Just keep doing what I do. Try and keep people and help people out. And, you know, just the way it goes, Jake. I'm sure you
You'll
see
never
it
make
online.
everybody happy.
No, I'm sure you see it online dealing with some stuff that you see when you were, you know, the producer, the stuff that you've seen that come across the text line was just nuts sometimes.
Yeah, I pop in there every now and then and just kind of give it a breeze over. And to say the least, man, to say the least, there's definitely some mentally disturbed people out there, for sure.
Well, keyboard commandos, right? You know, that's funny.
Keyboard
Like
warriors,
I go
keyboard
to my
cowboy.
office. I go to my office. I was at my office yesterday at our legislative office. It's over here in Bonita. And the phone rings. I just like to pick it up. I'm like, hey, this is Anna Botana's office. Anna Botana speaking. How can I help you? Well, I want you to know I'm calling on a vaccination mandate that you need to keep those in. You tell the representative. I go, well, ma'am, you're talking to him. How can I help you? Oh, hi. I just want to say, you know, I just wanted to tell you my opinion on it. I appreciate that, miss. I'll take it into consideration. You know, it's nice to talk to somebody. Like, no problem. She goes, I talk to other representatives' offices and nobody even answers. I'm like, oh, sometimes that happens. We're busy running around, but I appreciate your input. You know, it's real nice. But I mean, I think that's the same with anything, Jake. I mean, even here, when the owner gets on the line or something with a business, you know, people turn into a thing. Like, people want to complain. It's just part of humans, right? So, but it just pick up the phone. Hey, this is Adam speaking. How can I help you? So it's always kind of fun. I remember one time, Jake, this was during COVID, right after COVID, you know, that we had the unemployment kept going out there and there was, you know, people calling in, oh, I need another 6 months extension, you know. So I go in and James does a great job. He works in my office, does a great job. And he says, Adam, this guy's called in twice to extend. It's been like an extra month. You know, he says he can't, you know, he's hurt and he's down in Key West right now. And he just, you know, is really looking for another check, you know, of unemployment. So I pick up the phone and go, who's this? Oh, this is, I think his name was Steve or something. He sounded like a young guy. He goes, yeah, you know, man, I'm really hurt. My girlfriend left me and I'm really feeling bad and I just can't find a job and I just don't know what to do. And I go, well, you know, Steve, because he's from my district, is why he was calling my office. I go, on the way over here, I've seen about 8 help wanted signs. I think it's time for you to get off government dime and get a job. And he was just like, okay, yeah, all right. And who knows? Maybe that's the push that he needed, you know, and hopefully he went out there and been successful with it. So, you know, sometimes you get in a funk and I know that happens, but hey, you got to get out there and, you know, do some work. So, I mean, and I'm not just here to give out cash too. So, but a little bit different. But we got to make money here at Baywater. So as we come to the end of the show, folks, we thank you for tuning in to listen to Jake and I talk about Mom's key lime pie, his cooking, me trying to cook some collard greens, Jake talking about his pepper baked potato soup.
It was good.
It was good. Yeah,
It was
I
good.
like it. I can get hungry. But we thank you for tuning in every Saturday morning, listen to Jake and I talk, and we appreciate people calling in and texting and just come up to me in the street and say, "Hey, I listen to your show," or even seeing my mom and ask her about our key lime pie. It's pretty cool. So I appreciate it. I know Jake does too. We enjoy doing this show. How many shows are we up to now, Jake? Like 210 or something?
I think it's either 208, 209, or 210. I can't remember, but we're just about at 210. Yeah.
200 hours of Jake and I talking roughly on this show. So we appreciate that. And we look forward to doing it again. I keep it rolling. So give us a call here at Baywater. If you're looking to rent a boat, we do have rental fleet compared to our boat club fleet. We've got a great selection of boats. Love to have you come down and join the club. Come on down and see us right now. Membership to get in our boat club right now is $79.99. That's $7,999. And then $425 a month in dues gives you unlimited access to all our club boats. We got over 60 boats in our fleet right now. And what makes our club different, folks, is we have power poles and trolling motors and GPSs and stereos. And they work. You can keep our boats overnight or multiple day. It's a family membership, so the kids are down. They can use your boat. No brothers or uncles, though. Sorry. Immediate family only. And we have full service fuel here right at the marina. We got a great staff. We got paddle boards and kayaks, and we got free ice. So who loves free ice? Give us a call, 239-495-0455. Again, that's 239-495-0455. Or look us up online, bwboatclub.com. That is bwboatclub.com. And if you're not looking to join a boat club, we have a rental fleet of boats. Great selection of hurricane deck boats and pontoons. Out for the day or half day. Half days are 8:15, 12:15 in the morning, or 8:30 to 12:30. 12:30 to 4:30. Or full day is 8:30 to 4:30. Definitely, if you're going to go out to lunch, there's 14 restaurants open out there. So pretty much all the restaurants are back open. Water's pretty. Come down and see us. Fish are biting. Come out. We'll get you taken care of. Get you out on the water. So definitely give us a call. Again, that's 239-495-0455. That's 495-0455. One more time. 495-0455. Jake, thanks, brother. Hope you have a good week, man. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
You too.
We're getting there. Mom's still doing her therapy. Get them back out in Winnebago, so that'd be good. Get them out of here. It's too hot, man. It's hot. They want to be up in upstate New York.
Get him back to his Cracker Barrel pancakes.
Yeah. Bring back Cracker Barrel. But yeah, that's right. Old logo. We're not doing the new logo. Like the one little Trump meme that they're out there. He's like, I can't have Cracker Barrel. Yeah. That's hilarious, man. Like you say, it might have been a stock deal. I don't know. It's crazy, but
I really feel like that's what it was, personally.
Yeah,
way to pump and dump real quick.
I don't know. Amount of people. There's a big disconnect, right, with CEOs and their people and stuff like that. And I've been to a lot of Cracker Barrels in my day, and I don't think anybody was offended by anything. They're a company that stays loyal to their area. Every time you go in there, they have their college teams and the hats for sale if it's Mississippi, Michigan, or Minnesota. So I'm a fan of Cracker Barrel, so I'm glad the logo's staying at Lebanon, Tennessee. So, well, folks, thanks for tuning in. We'll be here next week, and maybe we'll get some of our guests on here. We got to get Billy back, and maybe I'll get Larry back on here and change it up a little bit, because you and I talking's great, but people are like, all right, we need something else. We need to talk about something else a little bit.
We need Billy back.
So we'll bring Captain Billy back. So we'll give him a call, off the show here and go from there. Well, folks, thanks very much for tuning in and listen to the Baywater Boat Club Hour. And we'll see you next week. Baywater Exclusive Boat Club, the exclusive club of Southwest Florida.